Yes, sir.
Me
Yes,
too,
sir.
man.
All
Let's
right,
do this.
good
Let's do
evening,
this.
everybody out there in Chester County, Coatesville, and on my Facebook page. Doggone it, this is the moment that we've all been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, I have some dynamic gentlemen from Coatesville that's going to be on the show this evening. And I'm telling you, I'm chomping at the bit just to jump right in. But no, I'm going to refrain myself. I'm going to be cool, and I'm going to take this thing one step at a time. So first of all, I want to say good evening to everybody out there. And what I do need y'all to do, and you know how I do this. I need y'all to get on your technology, get on your phones, your iPads. I want you to click on this show and hit the share button. Don't be selfish. We want you to share this stuff with everybody. And I'm gonna get on my phone so I can meet and greet people as we go through the show, man. I'm telling you, I couldn't wait. I'm so excited because these gentlemen are, oh, here they go too. You guys are on air already. All right. These guys are getting ready to put on something very, very nice in our community. And I'm going to let them introduce yourself. But before I talk about what people do on my show, I like for people to know who the heck they are. So we're going to get into that in just a minute. Today, I want to say we had a great day down at the Bridge Academy. We did the Ways of the Gentleman. We had Daryl Austin, the gentleman who designed sneakers, who will be in a wider range of stores, Neiman Marcus, Foot Locker, and all that stuff. He was brought to Coatesville by none other than David Phillips Jr., ladies and gentlemen. And he was sitting there all cool. He knew who he was. I had no idea. But I introduced myself to him because that's what I do. And it was really good. He told a story about how he got started and some of the pitfalls and some of the stuff. And it's a story like Clayton Kellums. Clayton, somebody mirrored your story. The brother, Daryl Austin, that sells sneakers. If you don't know his story, you need to check it out. Jermaine already knows. As soon as I mentioned his name, he just ran everything down. You know what I mean? I'm like, how does he know so much? That guy's intelligent. Yeah. But anyway, before I go any further, because I don't see anybody. Oh, Roberta Steyer. How are you, Roberta? I got some dynamic gentlemen from my community that's going to be on talking about. Here's Dre Money. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, he takes a lick and he keeps right on ticking. Now we got the whole crew. This is the Four Horsemen, ladies and gentlemen. The Four Horsemen, they are now here. Dre Money. Dre, we appreciate you being on tonight, man. I was just, greeting the people and trying to fill some time until you got here. You know what I mean? But now that you're here, we can get the show started. Look, I need each one of y'all to introduce yourselves and tell our viewers a little bit about yourself. And jump in wherever you can, because the way I'm looking at the screen may not be the way you're looking at it. So anybody, jump right in, introduce yourself, and tell us a little bit about yourself.
I go first.
Who on first? Want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay,
go
I'll
ahead.
go first. Yeah, my name is Jermaine Thomas. I'm the barber, promoter, marketer. I'm the connector. I'm the guy that knows a guy. I'm pretty much, I've been deep rooted in the community. I've been doing a lot of stuff lately with Clayton, with Dwayne, and I'm bringing my brother Dre Boggs along, because every time I see him, we always talk about doing something. So we're just coming together, to put something together to try to do something for the city. But what a little bit about myself. I'm a graduate of Lincoln University. I came to Coatesville in 1990, and I came here with Les Bookman. He brought me to Coatesville the first time, and I've been in love with the city. And like I said, I'm ready to make this thing happen.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Hey, Dwayne.
What's going on?
Talk to us, man.
My name is Dwayne Bessick. Born and raised in Coatesville. I started cooking probably back in like '89. First real cooking job was at the Brandywine Hospital. Then I started cooking in like restaurants. And it never really took it serious. And then I got a job at Pico, and temp job. I thought it was gonna be permanent. It was temp. They let me go, kind of sort of like just a fill-in for like someone on vacation. So I looked in the paper. It actually was a paper back then, a corporate catering job. So that was 19 years ago. I started catering with this company, and they kind of showed me the ropes. So I kind of liked it. So what happened was I got started by, I had a drop off one day for this job, and I looked at the receipt. It was like a COD. You had to pay for it when you drop it off, and it was like 3,500, all cold food. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. This is a lot of money for this easy setup. So I like took that bill and took the money back, and I was like, that's it. I'm gonna start catering. So my first job was at the community center for like 50 people with Fred Sharp and Ira Pernsley kind of set me up. And that was my first job. My second job was 200 people. And after that, I just kind of, I still didn't take off. Then I started taking on more jobs. And then I kind of like mastered it through two bosses that I had, actually Italian guys. They kind of mastered the cater, and they showed me the ropes, and here I am. So now what I do meal plans, I do weddings. The last time I was on Fonz's show, I added meal plans through Shannon Thomas, kept asking me to do these meal plans. I was like, I'm not doing these meal plans, but she bugging me about it. So finally I did it. It took off, it was, it's real good. I mean, it worked out real good. People were like really hit me up, got busy with it. And then I just recently, during the COVID, I bought a smoker trailer, barbecue. I did not want to get into barbecue. I mean, I can barbecue, but I did not want to turn my catering company into a barbecue catering company. But it is what it is. So long story short, I do a little bit of everything. Catering, hit me up for anything small. It doesn't matter what size. I can do it.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
That's pretty much it.
Hey, look, I want to pick Clayton next because I know his twins want some of his attention. Hey, now Clayton, can you show the viewers your twins first? Can we see them? See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what
they
makes
was knocked out. They are ready to go. Mama's. Yeah. So just came from walking on. 1 second as I get my baby together.
What you gotta do there, big
But
daddy?
yeah, hey y'all. My name Clayton Kellum from Coatesville. I'm here with my guys, my friends, man, and some important guys in the community, man. Fonz, once again, always thankful, to be in your presence, man, and just to share the time with you. I'm a business owner in Downingtown. I own Built Fitness. I like to think that, the business that I am in is a service business to bring health and fitness to people mentally and physically. I love my community. I love giving back to my community, and I love, helping to be a part of creating things that's going to uplift the community. Being able to partner with Jermaine, Bessick, Mondre, like I said, 3 guys who have been already in the community doing work, 3 known guys in the community that have been upholding the community for years. It's a great opportunity, and I'm happy to be here, man.
Appreciate that. Big Dre Money, man, I tell you, I'm going to talk about each one of y'all once you finish, because when I think about y'all, it kind of like gives me chills. And I don't mind being one of the softer, sensitive kind of people in this community, because who you guys are and what you do is so important. So Dre Money, talk to me, introduce yourself, and just tell them just a little bit about yourself.
Well, I really don't, just so y'all know, I'm really not that guy. I'm really not into these interviews and stuff like that, but I'm here because y'all wanted me to come. So I just wanted to, share my presence with y'all and just show my gratitude and, that I'm grateful that I was invited. But my name is Andre Austin, Alston. It's not Boggs anymore, not Mondre Boggs. It's Mondre Austin, Alton. I think that's very important. I just wanted to share that with everybody. I've been a mainstay DJ around here since like 1993. I've gotten other businesses, and DJing was like my stepping stone to help get into other various things. And I'm just grateful for the opportunity. I give all praises to God, which is the life. And, that's all I have to say. I'm not that guy going to get on here and just talk about a million things that I do, because I'm just grateful that, I am blessed to do these things. And, again, grateful to be here to be invited here. So we can go on with it from there. Fonz, you can go into any soliloquy you want to go into about it. That's fine. I'm just not that guy. I'm very low key. So you
Well,
guys.
that's all right. Okay, look, we're saying good evening to Daria Turner. It is good to see you, Daria. It was great hanging out with your husband earlier today. Danita Nicole has checked in, and Rochelle Party. That's Rochelle Party. Top of the evening to you. And ladies and gentlemen, now I just coined this phrase. Now, this isn't who they call themselves, but for the sake of the show, I'm gonna call them the Four Horsemen. It's my show. I'm gonna do what I want. Now, for each and every one of you, now Dre really said something real special because Dre has never been on my show. Me and Jermaine is just meeting kind of like personally, but of course, Clayton been on a couple times. D-Best he was on. Him and Rob was eating chicken wings and ribs on my last show. And Dre, I'm gonna start off with you, Dre. I've been knowing Dre since I had my first store back in the early 90s. And I've really taken to him because of his personality and just what he just said. He's not one for the limelight, which is strange because most DJs like to be out there because you're talking to the crowd, you're doing what you're doing. But your spirit and your personality, it doesn't belie who you really are, man. I appreciate our conversations because it'd be grown-up conversations. It'd be some adult stuff, and we touch on so many things. And we both love the Lord and all that kind of stuff. So I ain't gonna get into all that, but that's where I'm coming from with you with that. So that's how I feel about him. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Clayton Killam, I've been knowing him since I first got to Coatesville in the end of 1988. And Clayton, you have always been a respectful kind of brother, and the way you guys are is what builds up a community. You know what I mean? You hear me say Coatesville Rising a lot. It's based on the fact that people such as yourself are doing things that you're doing, individually and collectively. Clayton, for those of you who like to stereotype, and I'm not going to say that others aren't, but like to stereotype Black men, as you can see, Clayton is on this show right now, and he got his babies with him. You understand what I'm saying? That's what a father does. You know what I mean? He loves up on his kids. D-Best, I just kind of like recently got into D-Best, and what drew me to D-Best is his passion for what he does. You know what I mean? His passion has had him take risks, go where who goes to China to learn how to make Chinese food? Who do that? You see what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, I like him, but he's through. Yeah, he had the Great Wall of China talking about how can I make shrimp fried rice? What the devil? But that's why I'm drawn to him. I just finished talking to him earlier today. I know he said, "Yeah, what Fonz called me for?" But I wanted to call him to applaud him for what he does and how he does it and how he is in this community. Because whether you guys know it or not, people see you. And if you don't think they see you, do something wrong. You'll see that they've been watching you all the time. So I want to give everybody their accolades while they can smell them, their flowers, whatever you want to call it. Jermaine, I would like, if I had a nickname to call you, I would call you the Quiet Storm. See, because I had no idea that you do what you do and things of that nature, because you're a behind the scenes guy. So I am honored to have all four of these people on my show and what they're going to represent for the community. Now, I want to ask D-Best, you may have said it, but how has your business changed since the last time? Now, don't be too long with it because I got four people on here, but how has your business changed since the last time you was on the show?
You know what? Since I've been out of work for this month, I was bored. Well, first it was good, but it felt like vacation, but I had to, stay on my game. So what I did was, just to be relevant, Shannon constantly asked me about meal plans. I was like, you know what, let me get on these meal plans. So I started doing meal plans Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Then I bought the smoker and added that to my catering company. So, that's most recent two things that I'm doing. And now that I'm kind of so busy, I can't really do the meal plans as much as I would like to, but that's the thing too.
Hey, Clayton.
Yeah.
Hey, man, how has your business, what has changed in the years since you've been on my show, other than you had twins?
Well, COVID was a big hard time with the business. But it definitely showed us, that, how creative you can get when you're really like pushing for your dream, pushing for your vision to happen, and you know the things that you know you go through. So now we're on the other side of COVID. People are vaccinated. People, you know, want to get back. People are getting back outside. People want to get back healthy, and so we're really just taking advantage of the time to really, you know, keep bringing health and fitness to the community and anybody who's trying to, you know, really get their lives together.
All right, that sounds good. Hey, Jermaine, talk to me.
Yes, sir.
This last year, man. Okay, we're going through the COVID-19. How has that affected what you do? And just tell us a little bit of something about how this last year's been.
Well, to start off, as soon as the pandemic started, I got laid off from my job and my barbershop shut down. So we were shut down for 4 months. So I got laid off, shop shut down. And, you know, I was going through it, Fonz. Like I said, I like to get up and go. I get up at like 6 in the morning and I don't get home to 8 o'clock at night. So you're talking about somebody that's been sitting in the house 24/7, 7 days a week. You know, I started having some doubt in a lot of things. And then one of my mentors, Tim Nelson, he came to me with a project from the Chester County Hospital. And he said, man, I just don't like the way you're moving. You know, I just don't like this energy that you're having. Because I was starting to get depressed. And he was like, you know, this is not you. This is not the guy that I know. And I was going through it a little bit. But, you know, with the grace of God and the support of my friends and family, I got up, I picked myself up, our shop opened back up. We were at 50% capacity, but we weathered the storm. And then, you know, reached out to Clayton and we created LEAP as a project, a community project. And that's what I put my energy and all my efforts in. And then I said, you know what? I'm gonna take that energy that I used in corporate America and apply it to giving back to the community. So if anybody has noticed this past 6 months, I've been dedicating all my efforts and time and putting it into the community because I gave 20 years of my life to corporate America and they just kicked me out the door. So now, like I said, I said, let me just focus, get back on track, get back on the horse and just, you know, start putting a lot of my skills and talents to doing stuff for my community.
Good stuff, good stuff. Hey, Adrian Roberts, thank you for checking in. Hey, look, hey, Dre, I know you don't want to say much, but tell us a little bit about how your last year has been.
I'm just here so I don't get fined. No, I'm just playing. He said, because I don't want to say much. I was going to do the Marshawn Lynch, D-Back. I'm just here so I don't get fined. When you believe in God, man, you know, I'm not here to just, you know, spill religion, sermon or anything or testimony so much, but when you really are really, you know, your foundation is really strong in God, that none of that stuff really affected me. I kept praying, I stayed focused, and he actually elevated one other of my businesses. DJing shut down, obviously, because the you know, everything shut down. But like my property business skyrocketed. I started rehabbing more houses and people who was buying properties left and right, doing flips and stuff like that. So MS Boggs Enterprises, which is, you know, my team, I got to give them all the credit. You're not without a team. So my team, you know, we came in and did so much, so much rehabs and stuff like that to other people's stuff, as well as, you know, units that I had that were kind of just sitting dormant for a while. And I got them up and running and, you know, things just really kind of skyrocketed, to be honest with you. That's all through the grace of God. You know what Amen. I mean? That's my testimony. You know what I mean? Of course, DJing shut down. I missed a lot of money in that, but, you know, it picked up in other areas.
Okay, look, now, I know y'all want to hear about this comedy explosion. Now, we're going to hear about it. But right now, you got some brothers that's bringing you some real raw stuff from the heart on how they've dealt with adversity, dealt with a pandemic and things of that nature. So we're going to get to the comedy explosion because this is going to be like boom. And I can't wait for them to start talking about it. But look, I'm telling you, these are nuggets that you all ordered. I hear the word God in there. I've heard somebody talk about how they took suggestions when they were feeling down. I'm hearing a lot of stuff here. And a lot of times will walk all over diamonds looking for coconuts. So while you're getting these nuggets of diamonds and wisdom, internalize it and stop playing. Now, let me see, where am I at next? I'm almost acting like it's my show, ain't it? It ain't about you, Fonz, it's about them. Let me see, what can I ask the forehead? Look, let's talk about this doggone comedy show. Whose idea was this?
It was really, now I've been doing comedy in the area for about 6 or 7 years now. A buddy of mine wanted to do, he wanted to, Kevin Davis, he's over at the Midway Arts. He has a clothing company, and he said he wanted to do some things in the community. And I said, well, why don't you do a business expo? So we did the business expo down at the Midway Arts. So what I did was I picked the phone up, I called some people, and everybody just came through. That one person that I called was Dwayne Bessick. So it took one phone call, and he said, I'm there. So I didn't have to call him. I didn't have to ask him any questions. He just said, I'm there. So after the expo, we had such a good time. He said, listen, man, I'm moving, but I want to do something before I leave. I said, okay. So I didn't have any projects at the time. So I said, you know what? Every time I run into Dre Money, we always talk about doing something. Hey, man, if we get something, let's do something. So Clayton and I, Clayton and I are neighbors. So we're always bouncing ideas back and forth off each other. So when the Midway Arches came open and they were looking for people to do events there, I said, you know what? Let me call Bessick, because Bessick called me one Saturday night about a month ago. He called me on a Saturday night out of the blue. He was like, what's up, man? I was like, what's up, man? He was like, man, we got to do something. And I said, hey, man, I said, when I find something, I'm going to call you. So 2 days later, I found out about the Midway Arches. And then I said, well, you know what? We should do a comedy show there. And then, I said, let me put all this stuff together. And then, like I said, I didn't really have access to the place, but Clayton did. So Clayton had access to the people to be able to get the information on the arches. So Clayton and I were going back and forth. We had Bessick. Bessick works out there every day down there. So we all started coming together. So I always see Dre, in and out of town. So I said, listen, man, we got something here. So Bessick said, let's do it. And we were a little skeptical at first, but he's like, man, let's just do it. I saw Dre said, let's just do it. So here we are.
Hey, wait a minute, man. Let me jump in there, man, because there's a whole lot of stuff you just said right there. I'm gonna get to everybody, but that was a whole lot of stuff you just said. One of the first words that came to my mind was collaboration. Collaboration. You reached out to other folks and man, I don't want to take the show because it ain't about me. But look, let me tell you what else I heard. You said you were a little apprehensive, but y'all did it anyway. Come on now. Everything you want in life is on the other side of fear. Oh, this ain't about me. Now, wait a minute. I'm going to keep asking y'all some questions because for my viewers out there, Todd Chabot said, Todd, thank you for tuning in, Todd. It was good seeing you. Look, we're going to get to the comedy explosion. Hey, Dre, this is going to look. This is even almost better than what y'all doing. Is what y'all giving right now. You are giving people the key. You're giving people the blueprint how to make some stuff happen. Because you know how you always hear in coach, man, we can't never get together. And a lot of it's true. But y'all are showing that it can be done. Okay, wait. And another thing before I go on with the next question. Dre Money gave us a news flash this evening. He said his name is Dre Money Austin. Okay. Cut the box. That's a news flash. Nobody heard that before. You heard it first on City Town Talk. It should be a little banner at the bottom. News break. All right, we're going to move on. Okay, now. Hey, Dre Money. So when you heard this idea, what did you think about it?
I thought it was great. Like I said, I always run into Jermaine around, and I think I've done some shows with you before, way back in the mid to early 2000s, and we haven't really done anything since. So I was just I think it'd be great. Let's give it a shot. So he came to me and was like, I got something. That's how he is. I got something. Very hype, So I was like, all right, cool. Everybody know I'm real, passive guy. I'm if it's positive, man, I'm with it. You know what I mean? If it's not nothing of honor, I don't want nothing to do with it. If it's anything about showing off and bragging, I don't want nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? So I thought it was something good to give the people coming out of pandemic. We've been in over a year. So that's why I said I'm more than willing to, take part in it.
Man, all four of y'all got semi like the same personality, man. Somebody got to be half crazy and be all that. Maybe I should be in y'all group. I'll brag. I'll be like, look at me. Look. No,
Drake got the best sound system. Every time I see him, I tell him how good his sound is.
Come on, man. Let's not start talking about a sound system.
That guy's sound, man. I'm like, golly, every time I'm like, man, he knows I'm gonna say something about his sound because I'm real particular about that. But man, he got a good sound system.
Okay, now we got another smooth dude from the Four Horsemen right now. He's tending to his twin. Hey, Clayton, how did you feel when this whole thing came to you? Because you Quiet Storm Part 2. You almost talk like you Barry White or somebody. You ought to hear you. But Clayton, talk to me and tell me how you felt when this came on your doorstep. Man, if you don't get off mute, I'm telling y'all, what? We'll get back to Clayton. Clayton right now is probably doing something to kids. Brenda Meeks, top of the evening. Sarita Marina, we want y'all all to come to the Comedy Explosion. D-Best, okay, now, because kind of like D-Best, you was right there at the beginning, man. How did you feel when this thing, was it starting to matriculate all in your spirit when it came up? Talk to me.
Well, yeah, once I had said something to, since after that business expo was so successful, I was like, man, he told me about, he put it together and everything. I was like, you know what? Like he said, it was a Saturday night. I'm always, when I'm laying down, I'm thinking, man, like, my girl like, yo, get off your phone. Like, I might be on my phone, but I'm always thinking, always, right? So I had called him up, man. I was like, listen, man, that business expo was successful. Let's do something. And it's like right where this new venue is right where I grew up at. I grew up right there on 7th Avenue. So I was like, man, that's what better place to have that, better place to do it at, than. So, I know what I can do and I know what he showed me what he could do. And then Clayton, I mean, I'm always, in front of Clayton, I see what he does, and Dre Money, I basically grew up and raised Dre Money. So, with the four of us together, I knew that it would be something nice. So I was just, I was all in.
Can I butt in real quick, Fonz?
And please, would you?
He said something very key. Dwayne was very much part of that village, man. That we talk about a village that raises kids, whatever. Dwayne was a big staple in my life, man. I just want to so people know this, because there was a time where I wasn't going to school and doing the right things. And Dwayne was a guy that would come in my bedroom in the morning, like, get up, man, you're going to school. I mean, literally like almost dragging me out the bed type stuff. And that's the kind of stuff that people need to know about, the other side of people's character. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
That was very big, because if I didn't have people like him positively influencing me in life like that, and it's a lot of other people as well, but he's on here. So I just really felt that that's very important that, that be said. Dwayne really played a big part in my life and me just, going in the right direction and becoming successful.
Hey, look, all my viewers, Robert Turn, it's good to see you. Look, for all my viewers right now, I'm calling them the Four Horsemen. That's not what they call themselves. That's what Fonz is calling. But we have them on this evening, and we're talking about the Comedy Explosion that's coming to Closeville on July 31st. We're going to talk about the guests on there. We're going to talk about food. We're talking about it right now. And if you don't catch it all now, catch it on the replay. But hey, Clayton, are you still with us?
I'm here, but I'm on daddy duty, something serious right now.
I can smell it from here, but that's okay, man. Oh, that is good, man. You go ahead and do what you're doing, because these brothers are holding it down real well. Now, Jermaine, how do you get this talent? Where did you get these people from?
So in the comedy business, it's pretty much everybody knows each other. So everybody reaches out to each other, and it's a lot of favors that you call, as far as the different comedians, the different hosts, DJs, so once you start doing it and you start getting in the business, they'll start calling you. So, in this particular instance, because of the pandemic, everything opening back up, a lot of the comedians, their prices are changing. So, you know, you can get them for cheap, you know, when it first started, but now the prices are starting to go up. So you need to get them now, try to get them now while the prices are reasonable. That's why we decided to, you know, try to get them, get some nice, we got a nice, I guess, are we talking about the show yet? Are we talking about the show yet?
Yeah, man, come on there. Yeah, we're talking about the show, man. Let's make it happen.
Okay, all right, let's talk about the show. All right. So what we got headline, and we got Cookie Hall from Detroit, Michigan flying in. People can go on YouTube and check out her act. And then we have Stiletto from Baltimore, Maryland. Now Stiletto is a beast. Now Stiletto's going to tear it up. And then we got the Princess Comedy, the Philadelphia Princess of Comedy, Miss Darkchild, and she calls Coatesville her second home. And then we got Barry Naylor of Coatesville. He's going to co-host with Darkchild. And then we got Bob Levy from the Howard Stern show. He's called Pastor Bob. He's coming in from New York. So we got Cookie Hall coming in from Detroit. We got Pastor Bob coming in from New York. And then we got Stiletto coming up from Baltimore. And then we got Barry and Darkchild coming up from Philadelphia. And then, you know, we got the sounds provided by DJ Dre. Jay, I can't say your new last name, but, you know, Dre Money, the number one. But yes, we're trying to put together a good show, and it's a female-dominated show, so the females are going to bring it this time. They're going to bring it.
Now, a couple of those people we've had perform for our state representative Dan Williams. Darkchild was a beast, man. She went in on Pastor Dan, man. She had it. It's the only time we could laugh at our pastor and get away with it. Anyway, yeah, she busted on him hard. Oh, it was really nice. I'm excited. So now, Dwayne, you just did a catering job for 211 people. I don't know where you were at. You had this fantastic team, all dressed in black. Everybody loved people watched their face. Their team was looking good. Hey, man, what do you think? Do you think you could handle something of this magnitude at the Midway Arches?
Yeah, after that 211, man, in Maryland, that's like 5 stations of food. This is probably gonna be like a walk through Ash Park, man. Straight up.
I felt like I was there at the wedding, man. I mean, they showed going from the 3 stations. First of all, it left me real hungry. But then I also felt like I came and crashed the party, which I didn't. But you know what I mean? It really done nice professionally. That's why y'all guys are so good together, man. Because y'all ain't no ragtag money. Y'all ain't chopped liver. I don't know if anybody told y'all, but from a guy on the outside looking in, yeah, y'all professional. Let me see. Now, Dre, have you ever played in this building yet?
No, I haven't. Nope, I haven't played in this venue yet. I'm fairly brand new, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
Jermaine, is that
Yes,
brand new in there?
Yes. But there's I think Dwayne, you did a wedding already, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah,
did a
so
wedding there for Shamice Taylor.
Oh, okay. That's where that was at. I saw the
it's
picture.
nice.
It's nice in there.
Nice venue. Yeah, it's nice.
And we don't have to go to the Coastal Country Club anymore.
No.
Nah, this one is legit, man. Seriously.
Yeah. So they just wanted to keep my deposit because during COVID, we had just gave them $300 right before the pandemic. We was gonna have a center. I was getting ready to take them through the course. I told you my tickets was $100 a pop, right? But that's $300 I ain't even worried about because if we can start having our events in Coatesville with our Coatesville musicians and DJs, I'm calling you musician, and that's okay, and our own caterers, the best, and Jermaine helping to put things together, and we're gonna need some sponsors for this program that I'm setting up for next year, so I'm gonna start begging now. But anyway, I think it's a win-win for Coatesville. What y'all think?
I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, man, I like this. Like Coatesville really is rising. People want to trip a lot. People want to trip a lot, but it's your perception. See what I'm saying? I mean, if you're always negative, it ain't never gonna rise. But yeah, and I'm gonna follow the money. And the money, they put money in Coatesville. Am I right, Dre?
Yeah.
Follow the money. For those of you who think that Coatesville is dying, you better follow that money. I'm telling you, just getting ready to be that spot. It's going to be the Westchester and Phoenixville. You watch. Okay, now let me see. So now we're not gonna mess with Clayton because he's on daddy duty. Okay, now, how can a person go about buying tickets for this event?
Well, you can get tickets from any one of us, Dwayne, Dre, Clayton, and myself, or you can go online. You can go on Eventbrite and get them. You can check our Facebook page. It's Comedy Explosion on Facebook. But we're out here. We're in the streets. We're everywhere. We'll come to you. Just call us. We'll come to you.
Now, when you say Eventbrite, how would somebody find you on an Eventbrite? Would they type in your name? Would they type
If
in
they type in Eventbrite.com and they type in Comedy Explosion or Midway Arches or Dwayne Bessick or DJ Dre Money or anything, it'll come right up. It'll come right up.
How many? What's the capacity there?
Well, they say it's about 500.
Okay, so we need 501 persons to buy a ticket. We want one ticket too many. So now y'all go to that website and see them. Of course, people want to call during the show, right? But I ain't answering. I'll call you back. Yeah, so we want 500 people. And how much is the price of the ticket?
Tickets are $35, and that includes dinner and the show.
Come on, man. Now, seriously speaking, you spend $35 at Jack's Pizza Shop.
And it's
It's
also
like three cheesesteaks.
It's also BYOB.
That's
So
right.
You can bring your own spirits and bring whatever you want to bring.
Bring your own Bible. All right, maybe not, but you know what I'm saying, though, right? So look, now I'm thinking $35. Hey, Dre, that is three cheesesteaks, and you're getting a whole act, and you can sit down at the table at the same time. Come on, man.
They
Let me
better.
say-
D Best is on the shelf. Listen. They're gonna miss it. D Best is the best.
Yes,
About.
yes. You get a dinner and a show, and Dre going, and if we do right, we might stick around for a little bit and let him spin some music.
See, and now I see D Best is a play on words. I just thought that was D for Dwayne, B for Bessie. No, he's saying, no, I'm D Best.
He's the best.
Huh? See, you be playing with a person's head now. I know you're talking about I'm humble and I know you say it to the world. I'm D
I ain't
Best.
saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing. I don't want no trouble. I ain't saying nothing.
I heard that. That's Brother Fon said that my back is strong. Throw the darts at me. I can handle it. Man, hey, look. Now, before you go, because we're making good time, it's 8:43. But all my guests, I asked to do this because my show is never for me. And most of the times, my show isn't for the guests, even though I allow or I encourage the guests to say what it is they do. Mostly everybody on my show has a story or something that they can give to the viewers to encourage the viewers to go after their dreams, because a lot of people don't do things because of fear, inadequacy, whatever it is. So I want you to just maybe for a minute or two say something that will encourage the viewers, and then we'll leave it like that. Each one of y'all. We can start. Hey, Clayton, you still on daddy duty?
I'm here, Fonz. I'm with y'all.
Just give us a couple of minutes of encouragement or something from your heart that you would like to leave with the view. Oh man, there go the baby. Oh, all right. Leave something to our viewers, Clayton.
One, man, it's a very crucial time, man. Coming off of what we experienced in 2020, a lot of loss. People passed away. People's businesses were lost. People are affected mentally, all the way around the board. This is a time for a community to come together and have a good time, man. Laughter does, the Bible says that laughter, makes the heart smile and does the body good, man. So it's a good time, to come together and have a good time around good company, your community and the people around you. So that's what I leave. This is support, for each other. This is support for our community. This is support for, just getting on the other side of a hard time that we went through.
Man, God bless. That's good stuff. Hey, Nelson Ojeda said, all right. He said he's in. Daria Turner said, that's a great night out. So, Daria, I expect to see you and Todd there. We're going to hang out and act stupid. Okay, let's see who's next. Come on, D Best. Leave us with a little something.
Yeah, I just want everybody to come out, enjoy yourself. I'm gonna put on some just some action stations that night, and you know, just give you like a little experience of what I do. You know, I have my boy Troy. He's always on deck with me, so we're gonna have some good fun, some good laughs, and just have a good night.
Good stuff, good stuff. Hey, Mr. Austin, come on, talk to me.
Just, I always just say, man, do something that you're passionate about. I always say, I'll go back to an old quote from the great Johnny Cochran. It's a guy that I studied very heavily. He says, success occurs when opportunity meets preparation. So whatever you do that you're successful at, that you want to be successful at life, you got to prepare for it. So just always be in preparation mode and just be thankful too. Thankfulness is the highest form of thought. So just thankful for what you're blessed with, whatever your gifts are, man, and just go for it. You know what I mean? That's what I did. You can't fear it. Go for it, man. And through the grace of God, you will win. You will win.
See, that's why I like that guy. See, you don't be asking me why I like that little short thought. That's why I like him, because he be saying stuff like that. That's some heart stuff he just said. That I appreciate you, Dre, man. I can never tell you how much, but then again, Come on, Jermaine, let's take it on home, baby.
Okay. So what I want to do is first, I want to thank you, Fonz, for allowing us and opening us to your platform and allowing us to come together and to share ideas and thoughts. Again, I was dealing with a lot of stuff during the pandemic. And I think with this fellowship and this group of guys that trusted me and bringing me in as a brother has helped me overcome a lot of things that I've been dealing with. Like I said before, I had a lot of doubt, but I don't now, because like you said, Dre, I'm putting everything in God's hands, and I'm just gonna follow, and I'm gonna do the best I can. And at the end of the day, I don't want to compete with nobody. I want to eat with everybody. So come on out, have a good time. Let's laugh. We want you all to come out and laugh with us. So July 31st, 6:30, doors open at 6:30. Dwayne, I had the food ready for you. And Dre, I had the music, and then we're ready to have a good time.
All right. Hey, look, this has been a good night. And now let me add a little advertising, because I might as well push some of the stuff I'm doing. Look, we got the MCDC, got that first time home buyers program and that home rehabilitation program. None of this is at a cost to you. Is what we desire to do for our community, to help prevent gentrification and to provide rehabilitation. So I will be there with some mini flyers stuck in my jacket. Bam, I'm gonna be handing out. Psst, don't tell nobody. First time home buyer program. Psst, first time home buyer. Home rehabilitation. So Brother Fonz and his lady, his wife, my baby Case will be there. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all July 31st. Ain't nobody playing with y'all out in the community. Y'all come on out. You've been lying and crying. You said you need this, so now you got this. So when in doubt, check them out. July 31st. What time does the show start?
Doors open at 6:30. So
all right, get there. Get there at 6 o'clock and have a line waiting to get in there. I want to see y'all face in the place. I want to say good night to every one of y'all. I appreciate. I feel honored that you allowed me to just come into your room and talk with y'all. I want y'all to have a good night. I'll talk to y'all before the 31st.
Brother Fonz, you can't give shout out or nothing before we roll out of here?
Can we get what?
Can we give any shout outs? Some shout outs to people?
Who'd you like to shout out?
I just wanted to give a shout out to, some great people that was inspiration in my life. Of course, my mom, dad, my step pop, Jerry, my big brother, Duck Parker, Watt Money, J. Stevie Steve, Pop Games, BJ, Artasia Moore, my bro, Kyle Holiday, Kyle Woodley, Dennis Lily Lavender, Todd Clark, Jeff Marsh, my cousin TJ, Rick Campbell, Linda Lav, DJ Raw, Flo, Crew. I got more to go. Somebody on here as well, but there's just a couple people I just want to name. If I didn't name you, that's not. Don't charge it to my spirit, charge it to mine. I don't have a whole hour to do, but I just, some major shout outs to some people that still be in contact with me. My man DJ Kim, and the list goes on.
Hey, well, look, now does anybody, because look, this is my show. Anybody else want to give some shout outs to the people that they love or anything like that? This is our platform. This is our show. Go ahead. Anybody want to give any shout out? What about you, China Man?
Shout out to my man Troy Jackson. He's always there. Dre Money, Rick Campbell, my brother Chan, my girl Maria Morales, my mom and dad, always there for me.
And speaking of your mom, man, she always be talking about me because I do the bop, because me and your mom did the bop before. She always up in my face. I'm like, yeah, well, do you still know how to do the bop? Lovely lady, man. She loves some of you too, and I ain't got to tell you that. Hey,
Yeah.
Clayton, you want to give any shout outs?
First of all, major shout out to God, man, for what he give us, man, you know, saving our lives and giving us the ability to make something out of our lives, even though we go through the hardest situations, man. My family, of course, the Williams family, my sisters, Lily and Charlie, Angel, rest in peace. I want to give a shout out to my team, Bill Fit team, and the community, man, the community of Coatesville, man, the community, you know, that, you know, we've been living in, we grew up in, everybody out there, man. I give a shout out to you, man, for, you know, making it through hard times and making the best of it. Shout out to my kids, man, my family.
Yeah. That's all right. Hey, but before you go, Clayton, man, wasn't you just walking in the woods? Now you in the house somewhere, man. Yeah. I feel like I just went to Built Fit. I'm tired, huh? But that's all right. Jermaine, come on, give us some shout outs.
Well, first and foremost, you know, I do want to give a shout out to God, but you know, for blessing us and giving us this opportunity. I want to give a big shout out to my family for sticking by me and supporting me. And then I want to give a special shout out to the brothers on this panel for trusting me and believing in this vision. Fonz, again, you're a shepherd and you're a steward for us. I'm just honored and I'm blessed. And I want to thank the city of Coatesville for allowing us to be able to do the things that we do and for getting behind us.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you've had it. You've had your input, your output, you've had your shout outs and all that kind of good stuff. So I'm going to take this opportunity to tell each and every one of y'all, man, if nobody told you that they love you today, man, Brother Fonz loves you. It's in my heart. I totally know that Coatesville's rising. I don't say I believe Coatesville's rising. I know Coatesville's rising, and it's rising in the spirit and in the presence of the young men that's on this panel right now. So I'm going to wish everybody good night. I want y'all to have a great day and peace out. Bam.
Yes, sir.
Talk to y'all later.